Five Nights at Freddy's is one of the greatest movie games ever made. I wasn't gonna see it, but after it got a 101% on Rotten Tomatoes, I just had to see at that point. Also, I had nothing to do on Halloween because I have no friends. First scene of the movie, it hits you with Among Us! As we have a man crawling through a vent. Of course, Foxy knew he was the imposter and killed his ass. A 10 out of 10 start. Then we cut to a man who in broad daylight kills someone's dad. Like, holy Smith, this is a type of random action that I love to see in movies. It's why Michael Bay makes the best movies. Look at this poster. You know damn well they made a clean ass poster and then had to rub their butts against it to make it look old as fuck. That just irks me, bro. Legit, the scariest part of the movie. It represents the psychological horror that anything we do, all art that is made, will eventually be lost and fade into obscurity. What a great addition by the filmmakers. What really made me mad though, was the lack of the inclusion of Dr. Multiplier. I was there for every Multiplier video, and I was really hoping he was in this to say his hello everybody. But they didn't, bro. I just had to change my score to a 0 out of 10. But when Patrick Matt, host of Food Theorem, showed up and said his signature line, "That's just not breakfast, that's also lunch." Just a 10 out of 10. Amazing delivery and performance. I hope to see him in more movies. What I found really good was how in the dream sequence, in order to distinguish which kid represents what robot, they had this kid wear a bunny hat. It seems a bit on the nose and unnecessary. But come on, look at this score. No way this was just a coincidence among excellent filmmakers. So the plot revolves around this man, who beat up a dad, by the way, trying to keep his sister out of custody from his crazy aunt. Like, this woman is on some, so she hires a babysitter and a bunch of goons to come in and just break everything inside the Chuck E. Cheese. Like, what? But midway through, this random police officer shows up, and after all the weird wacko vibes she gives off, the main dude decides to tell her how his brother was abducted 20 years ago. In response, she's like, "You forgot your pills." Actually, I'm gonna put them in this river now. 10 out of 10 scene and performance. It's really excellent. But if you thought the lack of Multiplier was gonna ruin this movie for me, it was actually the scene where the sister knows everything. So Scotty asks her what she knows, and she's like, "Could I have more soup?" Bitch! What? Earlier in the film, she didn't want dinner, but now she wants soup? 0 out of 10 movie. But then I thought about it. She was eating a grilled cheese. What if it was tomato soup? Because if it was tomato, this whole movie has been saved. Unfortunately, the filmmakers left out this detail. Likely it's an act of audience interpretation, which all good Hollywood movies loves to do with their endings. So I'm giving the benefit of the doubt that it is tomato soup, because this is the best movie ever made. Chia Pets makes an appearance after 20 years, and I love this bit of controversial counterculture to the white girls at Starbucks who think chia cheese should only serve as an ingredient to overnight oats. Just a very bold and profound statement from the filmmakers. I can't believe something like this made it in the movie, but I shouldn't be surprised. This is, after all, the greatest movie ever made. Best part of this movie happens third act. The aunt dies, they Uber to Freddy's, and the police officer pulls a Uno reverse Darth Vader. He's my father. This scene is amazing. Star Wars is one of the best movies ever made. How are you gonna argue that this isn't a great scene? Huh? So near the end of the movie, it's revealed that Will Aston put a ass ton of kids inside the robots to make robot ghosts. But there are only 4 robots. Where is the 5th kid? And then it hit me. The cupcake. He put what inside a cupcake? Wow. DEP 445 is gonna have a field day with this. So yeah, 10 out of 10 movie. I had my doubts, but they were quickly quelled by the genius of the filmmakers. Anyone else that says it isn't great is lying. Using Freudian psychology, they secretly want to create their own movies and are sad that they can't live up to the cinematic masterpiece. And the best part about it all? After the movie ended, I counted and discovered the movie. It ends on the 5th night. So I'm gonna have to give Snick Snacks movie a 1 million out of 10. Watch this movie, you fucking imbeciles. Real talk, when I looked up if Fnaf had a post-credits scene, why does Men's Health have an article?